Now, this is the Fox 11 News at noon.
Today, the DWP rolled out a brand new tool, a website that shows all kinds of things to do with their finances, from how much money employees make, including overtime, to how much we're paying in water main break fixes. But we found out much more. Christina Gonzalez, live downtown to explain. Christina?
I want you to stay looking at us, but go to controllerdata.lacity.org if you can. This is so cool. They have a control panel, and this is for everybody out in the public. And what you can do is you can find out anything about DWP. Let me show you the video, if we can go to that, so you can see it a little more clearly. Ron Galperin, who's the controller, was telling us that this is a way to have accountability. So, for example, you want to find out how much any DWP employee makes. You go into this little jigamadig here, and you will find out how much they make in overtime, when they're making the overtime. You want to find out who the vendors are? Like, remember Pricewater, House, Cooper, that company that messed up all of our bills, supposedly, and they're getting sued by DWP? You will find out every check that was written to them and for how much. That is the kind of stuff that is now available to the public. And again, Ron Galperin saying that this is part of the accountability that they want the public to have, especially from agencies at DWP, and that is immediately available to you on the web. Now, another huge announcement today is that you may remember those audits that they were trying to do on those trust accounts, DWP trust accounts, $40 million of taxpayers that had gone for training of some sort. Well, remember, they couldn't get in because the union would not allow it. Good news. They are getting back into those accounts today. They are going to try to find out what was done with that money. Again, $40 million of taxpayers' money that they couldn't account for, and the union was not saying that we did not, the city or the taxpayers, had permission to go and see what was being done. Well, they're telling us they're going back in. Here's what the controller's saying. Listen.
They have been promised unfettered access to the documents and other materials that are needed to complete their work by later this spring.
And how do they know if critical paperwork isn't missing?
Part of the work of auditors, and they have a very strict way that they go about their work, is to make sure that there's proper documentation for everything. They match up various data sets, and they seek to make sure that everything is there.
So we are supposed to find out what was done with that money, hopefully this spring. Again, controllerdata.lacity.org.dwp. You want to go in here, and I'll tell you what is really, really depressing. We all went into the wrong business, guys. All right? I am finding out that, I mean, the head guy makes $300,000, but the engineers in overtime are making just as much. It is unbelievable. I'm going to tell you some of those numbers in our 5 o'clock news, but you can go look at it yourself, so do so. I'm Christina Gonzalez in downtown Los Angeles. Back to you guys.
Whatever you think about what they make, transparency is key, and that $40 million, which you say they couldn't tell us about, or it's more of a case they wouldn't tell us about, so maybe we'll find out about it. Christina, thank you very much.